With a 2 billion bounty on my head and 20 levels to go, it's time to approach my next obstacle in the maxing grind. The obstacle being a skill that was considered for the longest time to be one of the worst skills in the game, Runecrafting. The Runecrafting skill for years has been criticized as slow and tedious because in order to get more than 50k XP an hour, you need to be an efficient clicker in an archaic way of leveling. You gotta run, you gotta cast, you gotta bank as fast as your mind and body allows. To go along with this, the only thing that was on the collection log for Runecrafting for the longest time was the Rift Guardian until March 23rd, 2022, where Mod Husky, with the power of his Infinity Potato, decided it was time to shake up the Runecrafting meta with the Guardians of the Rift. I was so pumped at release that I decided to grind my own 180 KC here before this 100-day adventure, and was even blessed with an Abyssal Protector. This minigame is great, and it has so much depth and cool rewards that can make a huge difference to how Runecrafting works even outside of the minigame. With the new costume that makes more runes while crafting, the Abyssal pouch that can carry more than all other pouches combined, and the new pet. But there's something more here that most people don't care for. Something that is hard to find in the travels across Gillinor. The Greatish Guardian recolor. The Rift Guardian's special to me. Not only was it my first pet, but it was also one of the most sought out skilling pets for the ability to change its color. I want that recolor, and I love this minigame. So what's the problem here besides being on a timer to get maxed? Well, there is a small problem in part of the timing, but, well, the answer's not so straight. In case you don't know what this series is about, allow me to explain. Hi, I'm Coral. This account is my softcore Fleshman nunlocked, main account that I want maxed before August 17th, which was my personal estimate for when Raids 3 would come out because I'm good at math and Jack has agreed, so they made the new launch sometime in mid-August. The series started out with a 100-day timer, with each level not obtained by August 17th resulting in 100 mil being given away at the end of the series. On top of these restrictions, I can't just do the optimal training methods without clearing the collection logs for the skills involved. Anyways, let's get into it. As is tradition at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and start with another easy farm run before making my way to Tears of Guthix, because you know, I'm just here for the fast XP currently. From here, the majority of my efforts will be at the Guardians of the Rift, where I'm going to be working on completing the Runecraft collection logs, and before I get to maxing, I need to get the Abyssal Lantern, which is left in the reward pool from a 1 in 700 drop. And the rest of everything I need on my collection log here comes mostly from the Pearl Shop, which is a 1 in 8 drop, which is at least significantly easier to get than the Lantern, but I really need a lot of them. I'm also only about 300k XP away from maxing mining here, so hopefully I get that knocked out one here. So it's already been a day, and I'm just going to go ahead and start off looting 40 loots with my good bud here, where neither of us have gotten a lantern yet, even though we already have over 500 completions between us. I only got 49 pearls for my 40 loots, so it's a little upsetting, but we're just going to go into this easy farm run. I've been grinding my way through this stuff like crazy today, and I've somehow staved myself off enough to hold 74 loots, so we're going for it, boys. Man, having to clear the inventory is kind of annoying. Bodhi was right, dude. I was trying to go for the pet recolor first for my collection log, but honestly, fuck it. Let's just send off these 1,000 pearls for the costume. So, you know, I'll at least get a few more runes while I'm here doing the minigame. And on top of this, I'm just going to go ahead and use the recolors for the dyes that I have, because I've been sitting on these dyes for a while. And you can change them to whatever color you want if you didn't know that. As much of a Saradomin follower as I truly am, I'm just going to go ahead and go for the green recolor, because I think it looks cooler. You know, the Saradomin one does just look like a generic magician's costume in this game. As I said, I'm a Saradomin follower, and it does just say it's a green dye and does not say Guthix on it at all, even though it's heavily implied, so I'm just going to say a true follower of Saradomin. Okay, bye. Not gonna lie, I was kind of worried about hitting 99 Runecrafting before getting everything here, but I could not have been more wrong at the rate I'm going. 94 Runecrafting down to 1.9 bill bounty, but, you know, it's taken a while. Ah! The fucking lantern! This is it! It's all down to the pearls! It goes both ways, boys. I could go 80 loots without a single pearl, or I can get 100 pearls from 5 loots. Well, I got a shield left half added to my collection log. Wow, I really didn't expect that. A whole day of the Guardians of the Rift and the costumes finally been completed. Now I'm just down to getting the 3,000 pearls for the pet recolor, the Greatish Guardian. But before that, I kind of want to brush up my fashionscape here, you know? So I'm gonna go get that crab claw and just put it on the pirate's hook that I got last episode. And now I'm finally upgraded to be Captain Coral. And it was at this moment that I realized the grind's about to get serious. Well, we're here. The cause of contention at the Guardians of the Rift. But how is this event a problem for the maxing grind? Well, let me just give a little bit of TLDR. Welcome to YouTube Tube, where we have videos in our videos. That's right, I'm still pulling in the background, so go ahead and settle down for story time. You may notice that there's a time skip of 4 days in here. Well, it's because I was on vacation, and you know, that happens. But I digress. Jagex posted about a little parade to commemorate Pride for the second time in the game's history. The first being in 2017. You know, just something small to patch over the time between other events in RuneScape. Now, me being a little sweaty goblin decided to skip out on the actual event, because, you know, I'm a bit busy. But I'd at least go to the parades for the community event, really, because there's just not a lot of community events in this game. So I hurried over there at Varrock Fountain, where I found hundreds of players, and immediately saw some gamer moments happening. Yeah, the type of gamer moments that give you a permaban. But hey, Jagex warned them, and after standing with these hundreds of players for maybe about 30 minutes at the fountain, it was obvious something was wrong, considering that this was supposed to be just 90 minutes, and, well, we spent 30 minutes just standing here, so what gives? Well, it turns out the parade actually was moving on anyways, and that, well, for whatever reason, the majority of the people on the server decided to stand at the fountain. Mods eventually came back and said, go to the party room. So all of us ran over there like headless chickens with no stamina because it was a free-to-play world. And fun times were had. I donated a few mil for the glory of the games room because it's barely ever used. Mods were doing mod things as the crowds cheered them on the table. Jad appears and, well, players started to pray against him. Players tried to bully Mod Light into becoming a duck, which never happened, by the way. And I returned to the Guardians of the Rift, where I believe missing out on the festivities got to the best of these people. Not only was it the Pride event that made a lot of gamers mad at the Guardians of the Rift, but also there were a lot of low-level accounts that were there. Why exactly? Well, Jagex also banned third-party clients that were non-compliant this week as well, so there are a lot of people who were mad at Jagex already on top of that. And did I mention that the Deadman mode tourney rerun also happened, and a lot of people were also pissed yet again because the servers were not so hot? Yeah, there was a lot to unpack. But anyways, back to the actual video. I also just found out that they added it in so you could trade your dyes and spare lanterns in for pearls now. So I'm really glad. In my spooning, I have gotten a lot of dyes. So trading them in for 50 pearls each, and this should shortcut the grind quite a bit. Alright, another 59 loots. Come on, man. 200 pearls and another die. It just keeps coming, boys. Big pulls. So I'm a little over halfway to the Greatish Guardian now. And at this point, I'm just praying that I keep getting spooned. Like, I feel that I've gotten so much so far that when we get really close, it's just going to stop happening. And that's the worst, you know? Like, at least if it was at the start like that, I'd work my way into it and feel better the farther in I get. 189 pearls for 63 loots is still on rate, so maybe if I just keep complaining, you know, you keep sailing. Whew! Another die. Every little thing is starting to feel big now. Just gotta keep going. 35 loots for 43 pearls. Makes me a sad coral. Starting off, leveling up to 96. Let's go, boys. At this point, I can't even keep up getting like large loot amounts before going to the rewards pool. Like, I feel like I'm starting to descend into looting every single binding necklace. Alright, boys, it's finally goblin mode time, so just give me the pearls and no one gets hurt. Son of a bitch! Alright, I'm kind of losing my mind here. Oh my god, boys, it's over. It's over. I finally got it. I finally got it. 3 more pearls! Whew. It's finally over. Now with the 3,000 pearls and my Rift Guardian here with me, it's time to make the Greatish Guardian. Friendship ended with Abyssal Protector. Now Greatish Guardian is my best friend. He's so beautiful, isn't he? I was so worried about going through the Guardians of the Rift, but being on the other side, it was so worth it. And with that, at 455 rifts closed, I was successfully spooned under the average completion rate of 600 rifts for the collection log, and was up to probably the highest I'll ever be on any leaderboard of this game, at rank 2,588. The loot tracker here didn't do too good of a job with letting us know the true value of the loot that I received during my time here, so unfortunately I'm just going to have to go with rough estimates based off of what I had in my bank and older footage. And, well, it seems to be a little over 44 mil. Although Guardians of the Rift is a very good minigame, with a significant fix for the runecrafting skill, trying to marathon the collection log to be able to max in under 100 days here is quite the task. With this goal completed, it is now time to wrap things up. But before that, a moment of silence for these poor souls damned to being a Guardian of the Rift until the Abyssal Protector reveals itself to them. Snuffy, Aussies, Noble Knob, may you soon be blessed with the pet to get back to whatever you do in Gillinor. I'm sure I could cram out 99 runecrafting quite quickly here, with that nice stack of day ult that I've had in my bank the entire time, by the way. But that can wait until next time, when I clean house to leave 1 skill left for the final challenge. And it's going to start getting even rougher soon. Anyways, if you like this, please consider subscribing. Bye!